Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Donna and it's Wednesday, which means today is Winter Wednesdays. So if you watched last week's video, you may remember me mentioning that I was working on a digital kit that I could use to enhance the papers I've already got. So I managed to finish it. So I thought I would first of all give you a quick look of what I have come up with. I've kept very much in the theme of the blues and the peaches that I was talking about in the last video to keep it in keeping with the paper pad that I'd already been using. So now let me remember that there are 6 collage pages. So there's this one, and then they're all following the same colour scheme, with obviously neutrals. I've taken bits from A Christmas Carol and from some Messiah music, and obviously some illustrations, some photographs from the public domain. So I've mixed them all together as collage sheets. This one here. I've tried to keep it more as winter rather than Christmas. There's the odd nod to Christmas, such as Father Christmas, and it's mentioned here, there and everywhere, just spotted throughout, but it's more, I've tried to keep it more of a winter theme because Christmas is it's 2 weeks, let's face it, and I wanted to make something that was going to last a little bit longer. That I could get a little bit more real estate from. So again, we've got some illustrations here mixed with blues and either peaches or this really nice kind of reddy tone. Another one here. So there should be 6 of these collage pages. Then I have done 2 more collage pages, but less busy, so they could be used as background pages if you wanted to, or you could cut up some of the elements. So there's this one, and then this one's even plainer still. I then did a page of cut aparts where you get some of the black and white images which are featured in the collage pages, but there's some that aren't featured as well, like this one I don't think is in there. So that's like a little extra. So you can just cut these apart, you can cut round them, you can do whatever there. This is a patterned background page. Again, there's different elements to it, so you could either use it how it is, you could cut it up, you could cut it up to use make journal cards. There's this just blue all over with snowflakes, which is really pretty. And then I went ahead and did a couple of jumbo tags. I don't know why, but I'm really into jumbo things at the moment, and jumbo tags in particular. Now when I say jumbo, these are actually quite jumbo. This is an A4 piece of paper, so folded in half is it's just short of an A4 piece of paper in width, if the paper was folded in half, because I just thought it's just something a little bit different. You can just make a little notebook out of that, it just gives you options. And if not, you've got the paper there to cut down and collage with. So there's that jumbo tag. So you get 6 jumbo tags, but I've attached them so that if you wanted, you could just fold them in half. So 6 jumbo tags or 3 jumbo tag booklets. So this one, and then one with like a plainer side as well. And then I did a page of mixed tags. So we've got some kind of regular size, one that's a little bit fatter and shorter, and these are smaller mini type tags. And then finally there's a page of fussy cuts there. again, some of the images from the images on the collage sheets, but I've also added in this little guy and this little miss, because they're just so cute. I was trying throughout the whole thing to get these two in, and I just couldn't fit them, but I thought I'll give them as a fussy cut image. Now, if you notice, this one's got a little bit of a white mark on it. I hadn't realised, but I must have like swished my hand and erased some of his face, so I have actually corrected that. So on the one that's on sale in Ko-fi or Etsy, there's no mark there. It's just on my copy. So that is the kit. So there's lots of tags. I didn't do any journal cards because I thought there was a lot to go at in terms of making your own, because you can cut lots of different elements. I mean, you might just cut a postcard out and you've got a journaling card anyway. So I didn't do any journaling cards. I didn't do any pockets for the same reason. I just thought there was enough to go at. So this kit is 16 pages. It is available on Etsy and it is available on Ko-fi. Obviously on Etsy, it appears that you're paying more. You're actually not, but obviously they add fees on top. So obviously on Etsy, you're paying a little bit extra for fees, although I don't receive the extra. And Ko-fi, you're paying no fees. I put both options on there because some people don't have a Ko-fi account. Some people don't like to buy through Ko-fi. Vice versa with Etsy, so there's various options there. So these are available from now. I put a preview video on last night. I think that should be kind of up and ready to be seen. It's only about 20 seconds. If you want to have a quick look at it, then you can just go back to the next video and have a look there. So, getting on with the rest of today, it's Winter Wednesday, so I have decided to, now where have I put it? This is where I lose, here it is. This is where I lose what we're doing. I'll move these to one side. So, today I've decided to carry on with this pocket that we did last time, and we're going to make some tags to go inside. Now you might notice it looks a little bit different. There was something to do with it was a bit longer and it had a notch in it. There was something to do with the placement of this label and it was really annoying me and I couldn't work out what it was. I think it was a little bit too high compared to this, and really I would have wanted it kind of in behind the leaf a little bit more. Anyway, it was really bugging me, so I've just cut it down until I was happy with it. So it's like a short pocket now, and it's got a tiny little notch there. So what we're going to make are a couple of tags today to go inside. I have used a little bit of the kit in my, when I was having to think about what I was going to do, but not massively. We'll wait till next week to do that, just in case you want to purchase it and you want to craft along. And also it just gives me a chance to have a think about what I want to do. So we will make our tags to go in here today. I will go and just collect some bits of paper and have a think about what I want to do, collect a glue book, get all my scissors and glue ready, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, so I've got my little bits of paper here, which I think I will be using on this tag. Just to show you, I mentioned last week that this leaf is from some wrapping paper that I had. This is the wrapping paper. I also said I would try and dig out the paper pad. So this is the paper pad. I thought it was from the Works. It appears it's actually from Hobbycraft. I can't find a price, but this is the pad. Now, there's quite a bit in there that I probably wouldn't use. I don't like shine. But there's some lovely, these neutral pages, there's some lovely illustrations. And when I said there's a lot of tags, this is what I mean. There's just a lot of tags and things that you would kind of put on your presents rather than, well, more than what I would use anyway. I mean, perhaps a card maker might use more of this type of stuff, but which is why I was saying I wanted to make a kit just to use alongside this, just so I can get a little bit more real estate from it, really. So that was the paper pad. It says four foil sheets, 4 decoupage sheets. I don't know what they could be. 4 decoupage sheets. I don't know what that is. 4 double-sided pattern sheets. So the decoupage, I have no idea. There's nothing like tissue papery in here. Anyway, this is the pad. So just in case you were wondering what pad I was using. And this tissue paper I found in TK Maxx the other day, which I think might be TJ Maxx in America, is that right? 4 sheets of tissue paper, obviously my colours. It's got the exact red in it that's in the red on here. So it all matched together. So obviously I thought, well, I'm not going to wrap presents with it because I can craft with it. There's loads in there though. It was $1.99. Christmas trees by Cressida Bell. Originally designed for heels. So yeah, I'm going to try and use this in some of the projects as well. I thought it was really pretty. And then I might wrap some presents with it. So let's get on with this first tag. So I've already cut it to size. It's just made from a glue book. So I've just made sure that it's going to fit inside there. And all I'm going to do is stick this on. So this is going on first. This is just a white post-it note with like a grid design on it, and I've just stamped some script in black ink. So that can go on first. I'm not going to ink each individual bit this time. I might do on the second little thing we're going to make, but oops, for this one I'm not going to worry. So I'm going to put that on there like that. Where's my... These things are really handy. I think they're for cake making. But they're really handy for smudging things down. So I can sort that out in a minute. I'm going to put this on. Now, am I going to put that on next, or am I going to put this on next? Yeah, it'll be this next, then that. Then I thought these bits can go on, and I might make a little, actually put it on as like a tuck. So let's put this on. My glue book today is Craze Superhero Secrets. So I always use my little boys' magazines for my glue books. Once he's finished with them, or more specifically once he's finished with the toy that comes with them, he kind of loses interest. So that's when I take advantage. I also do, I have quite a lot of home decor magazines. I really enjoy kind of having a flick through those. I'm quite into my home decor. I used to have an online shop that sold home decor and craft supplies and stationery, but unfortunately when I got fibromyalgia, I found it too difficult to keep up with, as in keeping the orders, like tracking the orders, getting them to the post office, packing the orders. I was just in a lot of pain, and I was just finding it physically hard work. So unfortunately I had to make a decision to stop. But yeah, it is a like of mine, homeware and things like that. I'm just going to put glue on 3 sides. Come on, glue, don't let me down again. Tell you what, my glues have really been playing up. It must be the weather. Here's another hole. If you can hear grumbling, it's because the cat, my cat Mia, has come in, and the kitten has come in behind her wanting to play. Mia is wanting to sleep, so Mia is doing her little growl, not growl but grumble, just as a little warning to Callie not to bother her. So Callie's actually sat here like a really good little girl, actually. Good girl, Callie. She sat like a really good girl, and she's just staring Mia out. But she hasn't approached her, so that's good. Okay, so that's going to go on there. I'm going to put that down as a little tuck because I think it might be nice to put something in there. This is the other half of this that I'd ripped off. So I'm just going to put that there to finish it off. So let's glue this down. And I won't have that as a tuck, I'll just have that as a, you know, bit of decoration. Oh, there's an argument about to start. Callie, come on. Be good girl. Good girl. Good girl. It's really funny because there's a couch next to me, and Mia, obviously being top cat, has the blanket on top of the couch. You know, that's always been a spot. And poor Callie is relegated to the underneath the couch where the wrapping paper is. And you'll just kind of see her like kind of lying and asleep in between all this wrapping paper. Well, she knows her place. So that's where she's gone now. Mia's all sorted on the couch, and Callie's just gone under. So I'm just going to let that dry for now, and we'll get on to the next things. I'll pop that there with that. So this next one, and it started off as a bit of an experiment. What I was doing, if you watch my last woodland book video, I was decoupaging the front cover, and I had some of the matte medium left over. So I thought I didn't really want to waste it because, you know, it's not cheap. So what I did was I decoupaged some fabric onto some material. Now, not fabric. I decoupaged a piece of paper like it was like a guest check type thing. I can't remember what it was. This yellow stuff. Anyway, I forgot that you're not supposed to. 1 second, let me sort the cats out. Callie, you come down, darling. That's it. I forgot that when you decoupage on a printable, I use an inkjet. I forget that the ink runs. I do it every time, and I forget. Anyway, it all ran. I didn't like it, so I stuck some backing paper on the back. But the front actually took really nicely. So what I did was I let it dry. I used some texture paste or a stencil. I used some peach and black paints that I've got and just kind of splattered it. And gessoed it a little bit. And I'm going to use that as a background. So then I've got one of the images from the kit, which I thought could go there. I've got the peach paper that we used last time to make sure everything's tied in. It's on here as well. I've just stuck it down to go here to make sure, just to kind of carry that through. I've got another scrap piece of paper just to break that up there. I have a couple of snowflakes that I cut from a die cut, and here is the negative which I thought I could put behind like that, and then I'm going to do some form of a tab there at the top. So I need to think about the order in which I want things stuck. So I think this needs to go down first, this snowflake. So what's best? Is tacky glue better? Probably is, isn't it? Let me check you in the centre. Yeah. So let's put some Actually, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to put Pritt Stick because whenever I use tacky glue on things with holes, it's actually more difficult trying to get the glue on all the little areas. A glue stick I can just go straight over. So I'll stick that down there. I reckon glue stick will hold pretty well on there. Like that. And then I think this might need to go next. I want that kind of wonky, like that. And I only want a little bit of this peach peeking out. Yeah, and then that snowflake will go there. Right, okay, so this is next. Mia's still growling. If you can still hear her, that's what the noise is. But they've been very good girls. Callie's sat right next to her, but she's got her little eyes closed and she's been nice and calm. But I don't think Mia's very impressed because they've both just made a run for it. Do you know, having a kitten and a cat is as hard as having like a toddler and a teenager. It honestly is. Right, so that's going to go there. This, I'm going to cut that down a bit. I don't think I need as much as that. This is going to go here. I've probably put this peach a bit too far in, so it's got my judgment all out, but I'm going to put it about there. I only want a little bit of that tea paper poking through. Tea dye paper. So we'll get that one stuck on. And pop that one about. Would that be about right? Let's have a look. I'm going to pop it about there. I might just need to maybe cut that down a bit. So that's going to go there. I think I might just cut that side down a little bit so I can see just a little bit more of the peach poking out. Only like by a slither. And then I'll just distress it again. I'm still using the pumice stone. And where is my inker? Right, I seem to have appeared to have lost my inker, so give me 2 ticks while I find it. I've put it away for some reason. Don't know why I did that. It's always on the desk, but there's obviously some reason to my madness. And what I did is I just scrunched it up a little bit, so, you know, and just folded it to make it look a little bit less perfect. Yeah, that's a bit better. That shows a bit better. So the next thing to go on will be this. This is going to go here like this. It's a little bit of like a tab. So let's put some glue here. Thinking about it, I didn't actually need glue all over there, did I? It's going to be annoying. I might have to go and get, I'm going to see if I've got another negative, hang on. I don't have one, so I've just taken as much of the glue off myself. I wasn't thinking then. It should be fine once it's dry. I just, you know, when it goes a bit crusty. I just didn't want that to happen, but it's all right. Okay, and then they are going to go there, like that, and then this snowflake is going to go there, like that. Yeah, right. Let's get a new page. So how have you all been? Thank you so much for all of your comments on videos. There's one video in particular. It's the one, I think it's called Let's Make Photo Pockets. I don't know how or why it is so popular, but for some reason it's just gained loads of views. It's had 1.7 thousand views in about 10 days, which considering I have just under 3,300 subscribers, that's incredible. I don't really know what's made it so popular, but yeah, it just seems to have been, and everyone's been really nice and kind and sent me some lovely comments, so thank you, and thank you for watching. You know, not just on that video, on all videos, but that one in particular seems to have just, oh, I was meaning to put some of that on. Oh, I'll put it on at the top. Yeah, that video in particular seems to have been popular for some reason. And it was only like a little project really that I just kind of got the idea for. But I don't know. But thank you. It's been really lovely. I had a lot of comments to try and get back to. Now, I did manage to put some time aside this morning to do that. So hopefully I have now replied to everybody. If you haven't heard from me, I'm sorry. I did think I had, replied to everyone. I may have accidentally missed somebody, and if I have, apologies. But yeah, I think I'm caught up now with my replies and things. Right, so I want to kind of do something like that on the top, and I want to catch some of this. In here somehow underneath. I'm going to just staple it, so I kind of want to catch that somehow. So let me get my stapler. Hoping it's got staples in. My little boy's a menace for taking staples out. I've also got this. I might just have a quick look at this as well if I can get into it. I'll just pull it off there. I hate it when there's, when there's a load of plastic on it and you can't get into what it is you want. So let's just cut a piece of this, see what this looks like. And I've also got some blue here. Let's just try everything, why not? I really like this blue. I'll cut some of this as well. Right, so let me make sure you're in the middle. I'm in the middle, I should say. Right, so what do we want to use? I want to do some form of layered. Right, now I don't like that, so that can go away. I think I might need a bigger piece of that. Or a smaller piece of that. I could put that underneath. That like that. Perhaps just so you can see that peeking out. That's quite nice. then some cheesecloth, and then some of that string. Right, I'm going to do something like that. I'm going to do it off camera rather than let you watch me faff around with bits of fabric. But I'll arrange it somehow, staple it, and then I'll get back to you. Okie doke. So I have just bunched everything up at the top there and stapled. It doesn't look like it's very secure, so I might have to go back through with another staple in a minute. I got a larger stapler the other day. Do you remember I was saying I only had a mini or a long-handled one? Well, I got a regular one for £1 the other day in TK Maxx. No, pound shop. Surprise, surprise, I found it for £1 in the pound shop. Yeah, so I've got a normal sized one, so I'll go back through with that maybe. So that's on there. I also went ahead and just trimmed off the papers from here. I've left it blank for now. I probably will cover it at some point, but so I've just left it for now. So that's ready to go as a tag. I use my chomper to chop off the corners. I have these lovely little tags, which are actually gift tags. They come on this gorgeous ring. I've had them for a while now, a couple of years, and I do put them on my presents, but also they're, you know, obviously lovely to craft with. So I chose a lovely little one, put some gold ribbon or little gold string on there, just to pop in there like that. This is the string. Found it in TK Maxx. So that's going to go in there, and it will all go hopefully inside this pocket. So we'll have one like that. Maybe we'll have that one kind of coming out that way. And then this one will sit in the front like that. I'm going to have it so the white shows there a little bit like that. So we've kind of got like a layered tags within a pocket with more tags. So there you go. That's what I've come up with this time for our Winter Wednesdays. I might have to put some glue on the end of there. If you've been watching me for a while now, you'll know that I hate putting string on the top of tags. I don't like the way it does that. It's something that always looks good for other people. I just don't like the way it looks. This isn't too bad because I like the gold, and it's not too, I don't know, it's not annoying me too much, but it is annoying me a little bit, so I might have to faff with that a little bit, put some glue on the end. But that sits nicely in there anyway. I didn't feel like the back of this needed anything else. I could have added a label, perhaps. You know, I could add an image if I wanted to, but I thought it was nice the way it was. It's such a gorgeous pattern. So that's just going to go in there. So we've got tag number 1 with a little tuck, and tag number 2, and that was the pocket we did last week. This is my booklet that I did the week before off camera, but which I showed you. And then I've also found these little pockets that I decoupage. Once I start decoupaging, that's it, I'm gone. I end up doing it forever because I find it really relaxing. So I found lots of pockets that I'd obviously made with that same napkin as I'd used on here. So I'll perhaps do something with those in coming weeks as well. But that's it from me for today, for this video. Next video, we will use the kit a little bit more. Obviously, we've got this image, but we'll do a little bit more with the kit next time. I'm thinking of perhaps using one of the jumbo tags and making some form of tag booklet. So we'll kind of have a look at doing something like that. So that's it from me today. Hope you enjoyed that. Until next time, take care. Don't forget to tag Create Design Studios Winter Wednesdays. Oh, that's a mouthful. Create Design Studio Winter Wednesdays. Use that as a hashtag if you decide to do anything, and then I'll be able to find it. And until then, take care. Speak to you soon. Bye.